still shine in the rough. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2. Where the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway in Southern California. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Fighting through. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Detroit!
They run it with Ballage. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Balaj. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got that one complete to Darboh. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On the toss, here's Balaj. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The open man is Smith. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Chargers getting set. To go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive will commence with a run by Balazs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That's complete to Darboh. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They'll run here with Balazs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Jackson now. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now it's Carr. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for the Texans. 64 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
29.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2s. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, LA. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, 76 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that is. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr now on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
93.
Again, it's Carr. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Gun! Detroit!
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trucks throwing.
Man, right throwing.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank. And they'll run it here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Here's a run with Balaj. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now out comes Houston. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
The Texans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Now Carr sheds off the tackle, and that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Get down, get down. 180. Hey.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
6:37.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr, throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. Pushing his way through toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Now they try the right side here, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
93.
They get it to him running left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, Speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Toss play to Balaj. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run again with Hunt. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. give it to him up the middle. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Check three.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Catanzero's kick is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
6:37.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead. So That probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.